is the daily poll. We're going to get to the poll. I'm going to get to your questions. But I first want to tell you guys something because, man, I come on here all the time and I tell you about russosbrand.com. I tell you about patreon.com, russotwc. I tell you we hate talking about the actual wrestling shows themselves, okay? In my opinion, the shows are not very good. And I really do feel like I have to dumb myself down to watch these shows. I've got to dumb myself down to talk about these shows. So the question always asks me, well, Vin, then why do you watch the shows? I watch the shows because I get paid to watch the shows. That's why I watch them. If there was no pay involved, I wouldn't be watching any of these shows. The only show left that I watch is Raw because I get paid very well by Sportskeeda to watch Raw. So there are a couple things I want to talk to you about today before I get to your questions, before we get to the poll. I got time today because I'm not going anywhere. There is a baseball game on at about 12:20. I'll probably watch the Diamondbacks and the Cubs. I'll probably watch that game, but I got plenty of time to spend with you today. You know, bro, it's so funny because I always talk about the dirt sheets, and it is unbelievable that these people are in business in any way, shape, or form. And I'll tell you why. I was accused by one of the dirt sheets about a week ago of calling the WWE and begging for a job. And supposedly I do this quite often. Now, you know, guys, when it comes to me, I really deal in logic. And if you guys follow our channel, you know nobody buries the WWE creative more than I do. Nobody, bro. Nobody buries Vince McMahon more than I do. Bro, we do a show called Master Shoot Theater where we mock Vince McMahon and a couple of people in management over there at Titan Tower. So we literally mock Vince on a weekly basis. We literally rip the product on a daily basis. But yet in the minds of some, while I'm doing all that publicly, behind the scenes, I'm calling them, begging them for a job. When I have stated over and over again, bro, I've been podcasting for 8 years now. I left TNA in 2012. Right now, bro, I'm in my studio. I got Penelope right outside the door, sleeping on the couch. I'm relaxed. I love this, bro. I absolutely love this. If this were another day, I would be done with my work probably about noon. I would get in my Jeep and I would go drive around Colorado. Life cannot be any better than that. And I've stated it several times, but people still want to think at my age, I'm still begging for a job for the WWE. What a weird way to go about looking for a job. Could you imagine, bro, in any other case, anybody actually burying an employer that they're trying to get a job with? But aside from that, based on that, I made a statement and I said, okay, guys, let me just come clean. From January 2020 to January 2022, I was working as a consultant for a television network heavily involved in wrestling. For 2 years, I was consulting for them. So the idea of getting paid by a TV network to consult, the idea that during all that, I was calling Vince McMahon and begging him for a job is absurd. But the whole point of this story is, because I don't want to beat a dead horse. The whole point of the story is not one dirt sheet tried to contact me. Not one. Not one call, not one email, not one DM asking me, Vince, what network were you consulting for? Tell us about this. Not one. And that's what a lot of today is going to be about, bro. It's going to be about the dirt sheets, their news, these hacks, because, bro, they're all glorified fans. Every single one of them just wish they could get in the wrestling business, having no idea what a horrible business it is to work in. Horrible, bro. But they literally dream about getting in the wrestling business like it's some sort of freaking paradise. They have no idea, bro. And 99% of them wouldn't last a month. The wrestling business would eat them alive. But yet, there are a lot of fans that go to these sites. Why? I have no idea. Now, I had a chuckle and I had a laugh when the wrestling world is shocked. Shocked was the word used that Stephanie McMahon stepped down from her duties in the WWE. Shocked, bro? Really shocked? Well, obviously, bro, you are not a subscriber of russosbrand.com. You are not a subscriber of patreon.com/RussoTWC. You are not a subscriber of channelattitude.com. Because, bro, we broke this story months ago because this is what we do, bro, because our news is based on logic. It's not based on sensationalism. It's based on logic. And we've been talking about this for months. So Triple H has a cardiac incident. He goes on with Stephen A. Smith, and he talks about what sounded like a very, very serious situation. Levels dropping by the hour. Triple H almost made it sound like it was touch and go. And I believe every word he said. I'm sure there are people out there that think he was working. I don't think you work about stuff like this. This is real life stuff. This ain't phony, fake wrestling bullshit. And he was very, very, very emotional about going through this incident. Very scary, bro. He's got daughters. Very, very scary. I really felt for Triple H. So then, bro, let's look at the facts and let's be logical, please. So while Triple H is telling this story about literally possibly being on his deathbed, my first question is, wait a minute. This guy is having a serious cardiac incident such as this, and his beloved father-in-law is literally ripping down, demolishing, wiping out, erasing a company that he built? Does that make any sense to anybody whatsoever? Triple H is experiencing a near-death incident while Vince McMahon is completely destroying NXT, which was Triple H's baby. Does that make any sense to anybody? Now, listen, I know Vince McMahon. Listen, man. Vince McMahon is not the warm, fuzzy guy. And with Vince McMahon, it's all about business first, okay? Business. But in this case, bro, this is the father of your grandchildren. The father of your grandchildren. So let me get this straight. This guy's having a near-death experience while you rip apart the company that he built while firing everybody he hired. Does that make logical sense to anybody? No, it doesn't. So we started asking some questions. And bro, here's what happens next. We see multiple pictures over the past few months, with the last one being on Mother's Day, of Stephanie McMahon being photographed not wearing a wedding ring. Interesting. So we've got Triple H and a near-death experience. We've got Vince McMahon, father-in-law, completely tearing down NXT, which Triple H built. And then we got Stephanie McMahon not wearing a wedding ring. Well, wait a minute now. Now, guys, do you see how we work compared to these dirt sheets? Then, bro, we get intel. I don't want to say we. I want to give all the credit where the credit is due. Bin Hameen Media, bro. They're part of channelattitude.com. We get intel, and a word infidelity is thrown out there. Infidelity. Now, do we know if this is true or not? Of course not, bro. This is being passed down to us that one of the two in the relationship may have cheated. We don't know this for a fact, but now see what we do, bro. We put the pieces together. So now you got Stephanie not wearing her wedding ring. You got Vince McMahon totally ripping down what Triple H built. Bro, that sounds more like a revengeful act to me. That's what that sounds like to me. It doesn't sound like my poor son-in-law, the father of my grandchildren, is having a near-death experience, so I'm just going to demolish his company. Does that make any sense, or does it make a little bit more sense? Wait a minute. I demolished Triple H's company. Stephanie McMahon has not been wearing a wedding ring. There are stories of infidelity. Then Stephanie steps down because she wants to focus on her family, and the dirt sheets are shocked. Really, bro? And I'll tell you why they're shocked, bro. Because they're more interested of what the card is going to be between AEW and New Japan. They're more interested in who's the next guy that Tony Khan is going to sign so they could get one pop and then sink back into mediocrity. They're more interested in the fake fights and the horrible television shows, because that's why they're marks, bro. That's where they mark out. They're more interested in that than real life situations. I am more interested in real life, bro. I could care less about the bullshit that takes place on TV. I could give three shits, bro. AEW, Raw, these are the worst shows on television, in my opinion. I could care less about them. If you guys get enjoyment out of these shows, which I don't think you do, because we did the poll, and the 80% of you said where we watch it out of habit and we're waiting for it to get better. 80% of you said that. So that means 20% of the people who watch the show actually enjoy it. Think about that for a second, bro. So 80% of the people watching Raw don't even like it. Only 20%. Why are you watching a television show you don't like? Are you getting paid to watch it? If you're getting paid to watch it, okay. But the dirt sheets, because they are marks, they're just glorified marks. They care more about the television show than putting together the pieces of real life stories and real life situations. So they're shocked by Stephanie McMahon stepping down when we've been laying the groundwork for the last 6 months. We've been talking about the reality between Sasha and Naomi leaving. Okay, we've been diving really, really deep into that. This is the news, bro. My problem with dirt sheets has always said, bro, you can't be real and you can't be fake. You can't mix the two in one website. Either you're going to report on real news or you're going to report on fake news, fake wrestling news. Real life news or fake wrestling news. What's it going to be, bro? See, this is what we do here on the brand. We talk about real life news. We care about real life. We care about real people. We try to figure things out. We try to give a different perspective on things. Then we review the shows. They're two completely separate things. There are no lines being blurred. We report real news, real life, what's really happening. Then we review the fake show because for some odd reason, people want us to review the fake show. So we sit there and we review the fake show, but you can't have real life news and then news as it regards to the fake show because they're reporting on these fake shows like they're actually real. Blow by blow descriptions, bro. They're reporting on these fake shows like they're real. This would be the equivalent of me reporting on Raymond Reddington and the Blacklist like this was real. Like this was actually going on. Like, no, bro, like Elaine, George, Kramer, and Jerry. No, they're real people, bro. This is really happening, bro. Poppy really peed on the couch, bro. That's not a joke. Poppy really peed on the couch, bro. That's the equivalent of that. They cover the shows like they're effing real, bro. Have you ever heard any of these? Have you ever heard Keller? Have you ever heard Johnson and the other the heavyset guy he works with? Have you ever listened to Dave Meltzer? They report on these shows like they're real. They have convinced themselves that these shows are real. So the fake shows, which they now believe are real, have superseded the real life stories. The fake show that they've convinced themselves are real, that shit is more important than the real news with real people. So I'm going to go to the poll first, then I'm going to answer a bunch of your questions today, bro. I ain't going anywhere in my Jeep today, bro. I'm here, me and you. I'm here with you. I do want to say, though, bro, honestly, we are a public broadcasting system. I don't believe in sponsors. I don't believe in advertisers. And I do believe in the freedom of speech. Therefore, I spent a lot of money on a paid wall. My own money, 5 figures, bro, in order to be protected, to have the freedom of my speech. That's why we're not free, bro, because I'm not going to be censored. I'm not going to be checkmarked. I'm not going to be shadow banned. I'm not going to have to watch what I say because the sponsors or the advertisers might get pissed off. Because if I got to do all that, there's no show. I'm not going to come on here and lie to you. I'm not going to come on here and hold anything back. So we survive, bro, because of you. And because of subscribers. So if you believe in freedom of speech the way I do, guys, please feel free. If you're on Twitch, feel free to cheer, follow, sub, resub, gift a sub. use your Twitch Prime, get a free sub. And guys, if you're watching on YouTube, you could do super stickers. You could do donations. And if you want to donate directly, bro, you can to my PayPal, which is Vince Russo 2, Vince Russo, the number 2, at AOL.com. That eliminates the middleman. Everything goes back into the brand, launching of new shows, etc. So let's start today with the poll. I'm going to look at last week's poll first. And I'm sorry, we did this on Monday, I believe. And here's what we talked about, bro, coming off of the Naomi Sasha incident. As independent contractors, do wrestlers have the right to walk out if they don't like the creative? As independent contractors, do wrestlers have the right to walk out if they don't like their creative? 2,300 people. 79 said yes, and 21 said no. Guys, I swear to God, with all due respect, the people that said no, do you understand what an independent contractor is? Let me explain to you what an independent contractor is. I need some concrete work done in my backyard. So I am calling independent contractors to come out to my house, see if they can do the job, see if they want to do the job, and see what they're going to charge me for the job. I've got a number of contractors coming out, okay? So based on your answer of no, none of those independent contractors can turn down the job. They've got to take the job. Even if they don't like the job, even if they don't like the money, they have to take the job. So with all due respect, the 21% of you that are saying that independent contractors, wrestlers, don't have the right to walk out if they don't like the creative, bro, you don't know what the frig you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Because if you are indeed an independent contractor, you have that right to walk out. These are not contracted people. Sasha, bro, ex-Sasha and Naomi, how their 401k is doing. They don't get 401k. They don't get health benefits. They don't get dental. They don't get vision. They get nothing, bro. They're independent contractors. Why? Because that's the game that the WWE plays. So when it benefits us, they're independent contractors, bro. Tax purposes, obviously. But when it doesn't benefit us, oh my God, bro, they're being unprofessional. No, bro, it don't work both ways. Either they're independent contractors or they're full-time employees. And independent contractors have the right to walk out and say no and not do a job that is proposed to them. So the 21% of you people, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea because, like I said, bro, Joe Schmo comes to my house, looks at the concrete job I want him to do. It's going to take him a long time. There's a lot of work involved. I'm going to pay him a minimal amount, and the guy has to say yes. The guy can't say no. He has to say yes. It's the same freaking thing, bro. So with all due respect, you 21 people, 21% don't know what you're talking about. Here's today's poll. And then we'll get to the Q&A. When it comes to wrestling news, do you want to hear real life news or do you want to hear fake TV news? What is it, bro? You want to hear the real news about the real people or do you want to hear the real news about the fake show that they've convinced themselves is real? What do you want to hear, bro? That's the poll. We'll address that next week. Now, let me go to your Q&As. Mark Wren, thoughts on Stephanie leaving? I just gave it to you. Lovely doll. What is going on, D-Man? What is going on? Clive Hunt calls Vince the Colorado King. I don't mind that, bro. I love Colorado. Nicole is in the house, bro. Lovely doll says it's 96 where they are. Return of the True Hall of Fame of Rory 2. Hello, my friend. Anthony Petrillo, Vince, any memories of Don commentary on WWF doing commentary on WWF New York? Yeah, bro, I loved it. I didn't know what I was doing, Anthony. I wasn't a seasoned commentator, and nobody really taught me the ropes. But I absolutely enjoyed doing that. Beta Carr says, glad to hear you are enjoying life. Ben and G, I hope you're feeling better. Where was Jimmy Uso when Naomi said she was walking out? Bro, listen, I talked about this, and we've discussed. This is why you guys got to subscribe to RussoBrand.com. These are the things that we talk about. Bro, the Usos understand there could be ramifications because of Naomi's actions. Naomi is not going to do that, bro, without her husband and the rest of the family agreeing to it. So she did not blindside her husband. Her husband gave the blessing. And I think there's a lot more backstory to this than people are talking about. And again, guys, you want to get this type of news, then you want to subscribe to russosbrand.com. That's all I could tell you. Do you think the Yankees could win the World Series? Anthony wants to know. Absolutely, Anthony. Wes Hill says it's supposed to be 90 in Kentucky. What's going on, DJ Mad Dog? Steve Soleil is rejoining the brand later today. I hope so, Steve. I love having you as a member of the brand. Lacey is in the house. Hold on, guys. I don't want to miss any of you. Lacey is in the house. Geraint Richards, how you doing, my friend? Carlos, hello. Let's see. SA16. Razor Sharp with 100 bits. Let me give Razor some applause. Thank you, Razor. Thank you. AV652, what's up, bro? Punk under Queensboro Bridge. Can you tell us some stories of Linda McMahon? Bro, Linda McMahon was my boss at the magazine, and she was a great boss, bro. I loved Linda McMahon as a boss. I love working for Linda, man. Her and Vince are night and day. No DQ, I think divorced too. Haven't seen her and Hunter together for a while. Well, listen, no DQ. We've been talking about this for months and months and months. The Truth. Hello, everybody. Hello, Vince. I feel like crap. I got a cold. I hope you feel better. The Truth. Disco L. Gemstone. Let marriage be held in honor among all, and let the marriage bed be undefiled. For God will judge the sexual, immoral, and adulterous. Hebrews 13:4. I could tell you this, Mr. Disco. I have been married for 38 years to the lovely Miss Amy. Never strayed, bro. Never strayed. Years and years on the road. Maybe even temptation here. Never strayed. Never thought about straying, bro. So I agree with you 1,000%. Razor Sharp said, did she wish him a happy birthday and refer to him as her husband? I don't know. I did not see that. Thunder Juice says it's not a right. It's a moral duty to themselves. Can Flick This says, hey, Vince, hope you have a good day. Gold Medal says the language is clear and tiny and looks stunning. I don't know what that means. Steve says, for what it's worth, bro, I actually like the new NXT, mainly for Steiner's son. I actually think NXT is one of the only good shows, definitely better than Raw. Well, Steve, I'll be honest with you. There have been like 3 or 4 times where people told me I had to watch NXT. You got to watch NXT. You got to watch NXT. And I did. And I'm sorry, bro. It's just not something I'm going to spend time on every single week, man. If you love it, that's cool for you. It's not something that I'm going to do every single week. No DQ wants to know, what does Penelope think? She doesn't think at all, no DQ. She is always sleeping. She doesn't think anything at all. What else are you saying? Another proverb from Disco L. Gemstone. For the price of a prostitute is only a loaf of bread, but a married woman hunts down a precious life. Yeah, my wife's got a precious life. I think that's fair. Conflicts. Mr. Russo, how would you handle the Sasha and Naomi situation with their claims saying they weren't being respected as champions? Would you improve the they're independent contractors, bro. You can't punish an independent contractor. It's ridiculous. You can't. They have the right to say no. And, bro, let's face it, Corey Graves is going to throw around the word unprofessional because Vince is feeding his headsets. So that's coming from Vince. It ain't coming from Corey Graves. Meanwhile, you're the professional ones giving these people their creative the day of the show. That's not how you treat professionals, bro. Bro, when Ed and I were writing, the talent would get the show on Friday. On Friday, bro. Why? So if there was a problem, they would call us and we would settle it before we ever got to the building. That's why it was done that way, bro. That is called professional courtesy. It's not professional courtesy, bro, when you're giving them this shit at 2:00 on a Monday. And that's because the system is broken, bro. The system is broken. All right, let me go on here. Vanny Fox says wrestlers have the right to shut up and do as the book is, have the right to shut up. Yeah, they've got that right too. They could do whatever the booker tells them to do. They got that right too, bro. No DQ says, Vince, there's still a contract signed, though, so I think there would have to be an out clause on the performer's end, which WWE legal would never allow. No, DQ, if it ever came to court and the WWE would never let it come to court, any legal system would see that this is an independent contractor. This is an independent contract. This is not an employee of the company. And any lawyer, any judge, anybody would see that based on the contract. Let's go on. The next step says, I think Sasha and Naomi come across as marks. Ben Hameen nailed it, in my opinion. I don't agree with that next step because I don't think this was a one-time incident. I think this has been going on for a long time. I think they've been unhappy for a long time. And I think when you're unhappy for a long time, bro, it's going to take one stick to break the camel's back. I really believe that. And I think this may have been the stick for them. A no DQ says, is that written in the contract, though? I don't know what you mean. Is what written? Bro, trust me, no DQ. If Naomi and Sasha couldn't legally walk out of their agreement, they wouldn't do it, bro. They wouldn't do it. But they can because they are independent contractors, bro. Let's see. Disco El Gemstone, did Joe Schmo ever sign a con? No, bro, because I haven't agreed to anybody yet. Piers, my good friend from Australia, what is going on, bro? Let's see. I don't want to go past anybody. Hold on. Dust off the old gamer. What is going on, man? Vanny Fox says the only wrestling news that would interest me today would be a headline that reads AEW goes out of business. Vanny, it's going to be hard for them to go out of business when they're backed by a billionaire, bro. A billionaire is really endless money. Endless money. And bro, you could buy your way into anything if you've got endless funds, bro. Drake Gerardo, where's the disco puppet? The disco puppet has been retired, bro. Randy Poffo says the Giants will win the World Series. Well, I like to think that, but I don't know, bro. Hazy Man, is a clause in an independent contract in contradiction with the definition of such contract, even a valid contract? Bro, they're independent contractors. They are that is the contract they are signing. But they're independent contractors, bro, with everything going in the favor of the WWE. However, if they walk out, if they quit, bro, you guys have heard of the non-compete clause, which means if you decide to leave the WWE, you can't go work anywhere else in 90 days. Well, bro, Regal fought that. And Regal won that case. And the reason why he won that case is because the judge determined, bro, you can't keep anybody from making a living. You can't tell anybody they can't work for 90 days. And he fought that and he won that. The reason why a lot of wrestlers don't fight that is, bro, they don't want to get into a bad favor with the WWE in hopes of returning to the company. So that's why they don't fight it. But Regal actually fought that and won. Let's see. Razor Sharp with 100 bits. Thank you, Razor. No DQ. Dixie had to be your favorite. No DQ. I no doubt enjoyed working for Dixie a lot more than I did with Vince, and definitely over at WCW, bro. Randy Pierce says it's still unprofessional, Vince. They have a contract and a job to do. I disagree with you, bro. You can't give these people their marching orders, bro, a couple of hours before the show. That is unprofessional, bro. If they are independent contractors, you got to give them a chance to look over the material, ask questions, add to it, have a conversation. You can't tell an independent contractor, here, do this. You can't do it, bro, because then I would be getting my concrete work done for $100. You understand? You can't do it, bro. Drake Gerardo, do you think wrestling will ever be off of television? I don't know, Drake. I mean, I don't know. And the reason why I say that is because obviously less and less people watch wrestling every year, but obviously there are more and more content sources every year. There's more streaming services. So content is king. So with content being king and content being in demand, everybody's looking for content. So is the content good right now as it relates to wrestling? I say no, but streaming services still need content. Air Toast, I love watching your Crash TV concept during the Attitude Era and can even remember calling it that back then. I can't find much about it on Google. Do you create the term? Yes, I did, Air Toast. Yes, I did. Guys, I need to take a little breather here because I'm answering a lot of your questions. I'm going to play you a little clip from the latest Glass Onions, bro. Glass Onions is my new show on russosbrand.com where I take a deep dive into a lot of interesting topics. Let me play the clip of this show so I could take about a 2-minute breather. Here you go, guys. Glass Onions, russosbrand.com. russosbrand.com, where the pros are the pros. Glass Onions. Somebody who is doing a documentary about the Hulk Hogan, Bubba the Love Sponge sex tape story. We'll call it a story now, but it's about to change into a conspiracy. I'm thinking to myself, well, I haven't really looked at this in a while. And if I'm going to comment on a documentary, I better do a little bit research. I better go down the rabbit hole, blow some dirt and some dust off that glass onion, and I better look inside to see what we have. Bro, nobody really, to my knowledge, has looked at this case as being a work. There you have it, bro. The Bubba the Love Sponge hot wife Hulk Hogan sex tape, Gawker, $140 million. Was this a work? Were Hulk and Bubba in on this together? Did they laugh all the way to the bank and split the money? Listen to the show, bro. These are the things that we talk about. Let's see. The next step, I don't disagree with you on them possibly being unhappy for a long time, but choosing the tag teams to tag titles being disrespected as a story. Next step, you don't know if that's true, bro. How many times do I tell you, man? You can't believe what these dirt sheets say. This could be somebody on the inside that has an agenda and is trying to make Sasha and Naomi look bad. You can't believe all the shit that you read, guys. You cannot believe it, bro. McAvoy Production. Hello, Vince, all the way from Cork Island, bro. Kasparov, the god of war. Performers who don't stand up for themselves do not know their value. I agree with you 1,000%, bro. No DQ says Shad Khan is the key to AEW's long-term. Survival AB says, listen to Jericho's recent pod with former WWE ref Marty Elias. He's now at Rocky Mountain Pro. I don't listen to other people's podcasts, bro, in wrestling. You know, I'm not interested, man. I am just not interested. No disrespect to any of them, bro. I don't want to hear about freaking wrestling. I'll listen to Sage of Quay all day long. My friend Mike Williams. I ain't going to listen to a wrestling podcast. Vince, why did you retire to Disco Puppy? You could actually use for entertainment purposes. What else? No, because I think it was time, bro, to kind of separate Disco from the brand. He's not coming back. Even though he still hasn't told me, I'm still waiting for him to think about it. For the record, I'm still waiting for him to think about it. But he's not coming back. He's keeping it 100. That's cool. I got no heat with him, nothing like that. I just thought it was time to separate him from the show. Let's see. Vanny Fox, TNT's patience might not be as limitless as Daddy Khan's budget, though. Well, Vanny Fox, it depends, man. They may be paying TNT to put the show on. We don't know, bro. We don't know. Smoke Screen, good day from Australia. Tuned in, smoking a few. Good show, Vince. Thank you, Smoke Screen. Thank you very much. Piers Austin says, but don't they get paid for those 90 days? I believe that they do, Piers, but they could make more someplace else. And obviously, bro, if you're done with one company, why do you want to wait 90 days to go to another? So that's why in a court of law, you can't prevent an independent contractor from making that decision. If they want to go before the 90 days, you can't prevent them from going. Anna Laura, yes, that's so true. If you're unhappy in a position you're in and you've tried everything to say and make it work, it takes only one last straw to break you. Happened to me in my last job. However, mine was more of a mental health situation. People don't realize you have rights, period, to whoever you're working for. Yeah, there are policies, but you can say no to your job if needed. Thank goodness I got my degree in last month, and now I'm living my dream, my career. Beautiful, Anna. God bless you, bro. Bro, I was pushed to the last straw. Things were starting to build up with me, and when Vince says hire a kid to hire a nanny to raise your children, that was it for me, bro. That was exactly what I was looking for. That was it. So I hear what Anna is saying, and that's a great comment, Anna. Thank you very much. Drake Gerardo, will Flair's last match this year pop a rating? Bro, people are going to want to see Flair match. I mean, no doubt about that in my mind. People are going to want to see Flair wrestle. Steve Soleil, bro, what do you think Sting or any born-again Christian backstage is thinking, sharing the locker room with people like CM Punk, promoting his abortion shirt and the crown of thorns stuff, and these demonic people, like, really, those opposite spirits has to clash at some point. You know what, Steve? I got to be honest with you. I was in that position, bro. But as a Christian bro, it is not my job to judge. It is God's job to judge, and God makes that clear in the Bible. It's not up to me to judge my brother. God will do the judging. So when things like this take place, and I'm sure Sting feels a certain way about it. I don't know if Sting has conversations with them, but like I said, man, as a Christian, that's not up to us to judge. That's up to God to take care of. So that's my answer on that. No DQ says good stuff today, Vince. Thank you very much, my friend. Smoke screen, no competition in wrestling is sad. Frankly, I think Vince McMahon was selfish with all that. Robert Coleman, thanks for the information. Russo. What is up? Lone Bellis Summer. Lone Rebellious Summer. John Cream says wrestling would be huge on streaming services. John Cream, I don't think wrestling would be huge on anything. Huge is over. Wrestling was huge 20 years ago. Drawing a million and a half people is not huge. Razor Sharp, can you replace the disco puppet with head? I chose to replace the disco puppet with my beloved Penelope right here. Penelope is my partner in crime. I love Penelope more than life itself. So I prefer, nothing against that, the great Al Snow. I prefer to have Penelope sitting in with me. The Sentinel, the amount of streaming service for wrestling is actually spreading out WWE's potential viewers. For many years, WWE was the only wrestling show. Now they're not, and ratings reflect. Yes, it's a different time. Bro, listen, it's a different time is not an excuse for the show sucking. Period. End of story. Vince going to check his fantasy baseball roster. I'm always checking fantasy baseball roster all the time, bro. All the time. Always looking to make that next move. Is Stephanie taking a leave? Another sign that WWE sells them? Not at all, AB. That has nothing to do with it, bro. Lone Rebellious Summer. I don't believe anything until it's true or false, or even if it's both of the above. Love Travels. Love the wrestling drama, Vince. It's not wrestling drama. It's real life drama, bro. Divorce, infidelity, vengeful father-in-laws. That is not wrestling. That is real life. Tony, all the way from Ventura, California. What is going on? The next step, I have a conspiracy theory, Vince. Hit the music. All right. It's better be good, bro. This better be good, man. You're making me hit the music. This better be good.
This is all speculation. We don't know.
Disco Inferno left the brand after crying about the puppet. No, that's not why he left the brand. Hold on. Pierre, Sammy Callahan turned down the 90-day pay to work elsewhere straight away, but that was a few years ago. Randy Poffo, I missed the That's Life. Randy, I do That's Life every single week. Why are you missing that, bro? It is on russosbrand.com, and it is live on Twitch every Monday. Every Monday it is live on Twitch, bro. What's the problem? Disco L Gemstone, even if we had counseling faith-based services, you think someone with an ego like Sasha would take advantage of it, and it would be better just to release them? I think, bro, I think a lot of people in the wrestling business would take advantage of that. I really, really do. And I think it is much needed. Carlo, my father is ill. Would appreciate it if you could say prayer, Vince. Absolutely, bro. Please tell me his name, and I will be happy to. What's your thoughts on Rock's deal with the NXL? I don't have any, bro. Come on, man. The NXL ain't going nowhere. All due respect to Rock. Maybe it's a tax write-off. I don't know. It ain't going anywhere, bro. Peter Crawford, you inspired me never to give up. You're a great guy. That is very nice, Peter Crawford. Thank you very much. McAvoy production. I don't watch wrestling like I used to. My father got me into it when I was younger. Love the Attitude Era. Love watching pay-per-view with his friends, and then it all changed for us PG era. I hear you, bro. Steve Soleil, in my opinion, if you were still Booker or someone with your mindset that would just book the right stars like MJF and Bray Wyatt, both should be world champions. There's storylines that could come from guys in my place, make the overall product better. But instead, we always get the same ran down, boring guy. I agree with you. Bro, I'll tell you right now, that Sasha Naomi situation, I'll tell you right now, that would have never happened on my dime. Never, bro. Never, ever, ever in a million years. Never once did I have anybody walk out over creative because I would talk to them, bro. There would be conversations. They weren't forced to do anything. They were treated with respect. Has Hannibal asked your advice on writing knowledge for his upcoming Blood Hunter movie he's producing? He has not, AB. Vince, I feel bad for the talent in WWE, AEW. I have most of them getting booked as in the talent. They don't get pushed or badly booked. It's bad for business. WWE needs to build new stars, but they always rely on the old names, big names. Yes. Pro V69. No one has a right to leave an employer high and dry, especially the ones that give you opportunity. I disagree with you, bro. I disagree with you. You got to treat these people like professionals. You don't give them the show the day of because your system and your structure sucks. You treat them like professionals, bro. You let them know what you want them to do. You explain it to them, why you want them to do it before you ever get to the building. Okay? That's the professional way, and that is the right way, bro. Any chance of Ring of Glory returning and never gets mentioned? I don't think so, Lord Zola. I just don't think at this stage of my life I want to produce any more wrestling shows. Let's see. Hey, Vince, what do you think about Naomi and Sasha going over to AEW? I don't know, bro. Ever have a face-to-face with Tank Abbott? Yeah, man, I worked with Tank. He was a great guy, bro. Stone Cold walked out, caused a creator over 20 years ago, and nothing has changed. You are absolutely right. Punk under the Queensboro Bridge. What were your memories of ICP? They were definitely entertaining, and I really love those guys, bro. Very unpredictable, though. You never knew if they were going to show up or not, but I loved working with those guys. I don't, very entertaining guys. Would your business have been way different if Jeff went with Sports Entertainment Extreme and didn't fall back into style? Absolutely, bro. 1,000%. 1,000%. Are you and Vito still friends? He's still funny. Of course we are, bro. I've known Vito since 1991. I got to give him a call. I haven't spoken to him in a while, but yes. All right, guys, that is about it. I'm going to wrap it up. Guys, I'm going to take a little bit of a breather. Then I'm going to go over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Vince Russo Live. I am going to go on Discogs. I'm going to put in some of my newest albums today. We could chat there, guys. I'll chat with you all day long. I'm going to take a little bit of a breather. Like I said, I'm going to look at my fantasy baseball team, see if there's any trades that can be made. Guys, in the meantime, man, please support russosbrand.com. Support patreon.com/RussoTWC. Channelattitude.com. If you believe in the freedom of speech as much as I do, support the platform, bro. Guys, listen, have a great weekend. I hope it's a lot warmer where you are. Thanks for your support. Thanks for joining me. God bless, bro. I'll see you next time.